Welcome to the World United. Welcome to the World United.
Next presenter. And just for everyone who's viewing, remember we do have the live panel straight after this. So stay on, and at the end you'll hear from all our 4 speakers in this session as we do some question and answer. Lovely. Much appreciated, Lisa. And now I'd love to welcome Marshall. Now, Marshall is, have a look at the Marshall's full bio, of course, as well. But right now, Marshall, what I'm going to talk about is being the author of I'm going to say it slowly so you can write it. Yeah, cosmology. And ology is like the study of. So cosmometry, which is exploring the hollow fractal nature of the cosmos. So Marshall is a board member of the Resonance Science Foundation and the president since 2006 to 2019, and adjunct faculty of the Resonance Academy, associate producer of Thrive, What on Earth Will It Take, and the visual effects co-director of Thrive 2, former co-director of the Foundation of Consciousness Evolution and special projects for the Buckminster Fuller Institution, 1999 to 2004. Marshall is a lifetime member of the Buckminster Fuller Institute and the Chapel of Sacred Mirrors. Most wonderful to have you with us today, Marshall, and we're very looking forward to your sharing today.
Thank you. Thanks, Geraldine. Really appreciate the invitation to be here today and to participate in this festival with everybody, and wonderful to hear Audrey and Lisa kind of pave the way in the journey of this track today. And my talk really is a good follow-on to what they presented. So I really am grateful to be here. And I look forward to a spontaneous discussion in our Q&A session. But for this short presentation, I decided to write what I'd like to say for the sake of efficiency. So I'll share that with you now. So the name of my presentation is Harmonic Science and the Great Transition. And in this presentation, I'd like to offer a very high level perspective on where we've come to in our human journey and how we may choose to proceed going forward. It is a perspective that is both idealistic and practical. It is idealistic because the outcome of the vision presented is nothing short of a world that is truly in harmony with nature and cosmos. Speaking of harmony, appreciated that, Lisa. And it is practical because that outcome is based upon scientific knowledge of how nature and the cosmos already exist in harmony. I love what Lisa said, when you go and seek harmony, it will find you. And that's exactly the way this is. So to begin, I want to speak about the second part of my presentation title, The Great Transition. Clearly, we're in a time of great transition. It seems most everyone can agree with that. And here we are right now in participating in the Global Transformation Festival. We are in the process of it. The remarkable progress of human innovation over the past 200 or so years has brought both vital benefit and critical detriment to individual, societal, and natural systems. At this time in our journey, all these systems are under enormous stress, and the detrimental stressors are reaching a tipping point, on the other side of which will likely produce a rapid cascade of systems collapse. Concurrently, the beneficial aspects of this progress offer a pragmatic foundation upon which to address these systemic stressors. We are now in a transitional phase wherein we're faced with a test of our ability to address the stressors before collapse becomes inevitable, which may already be the case in some scenarios. While natural processes like long-term galactic and solar cycles may be driving global scale stressors such as climate change, humanity is clearly a prime source of that which is causing harm in all of these systems. Fortunately, we are also a prime source of that which can restore balance and harmony within these systems, as Lisa was sharing with us. An important aspect of this transition is to make a shift from a scientific paradigm based upon reductionist materialism, entropic dissolution, resource scarcity, and disconnection, to an emerging paradigm of universal systems unification, syntropic order and organization, unlimited abundance at the foundation of physical reality, and interconnection. This new paradigm recognizes that all matter, energy, and consciousness are unified in a universal field of vibration, frequency, and resonance, offering a functional basis for a new field of harmonic science. The knowledge, insights, innovations, and applications that arise from harmonic science provide principles, methodologies, and technologies that can inform the process of restoring balance and harmony. This is complementing the pursuits of biomimicry to include the realms of cosmomimicry, a term coined by former Buckminster Fuller Institute chairperson David McConville. As we address the critical stressors in our world, it is imperative that we choose the path of harmonizing with nature and the cosmos and each other through the understanding and application of harmonic science and the principles and ethics inherent within a paradigm of abundance, interconnection, and natural order. So to put this ideal in a practical context, here are some example scenarios. Our global environment is now saturated with electromagnetic frequencies, EMFs, from satellites, radio transmitters, cellular networks, portable communication devices, smart technologies, and more. And while technological system providers assure us that no harm is caused by the electromagnetic frequencies employed in these systems, there is an increasing body of research indicating otherwise. As well, people are experiencing numerous health challenges such as headaches, allergies, fatigue, depression, and cancers that may well be caused by long-term exposure to these frequencies. In the meantime, researchers in the Netherlands have identified through a meta-study of over 500 research papers, an algorithm for life, that's what they call it, an algorithm for life, that defines which electromagnetic frequencies are beneficial to biological vitality and which ones are detrimental, spanning a range of 157 octaves. Applying this algorithm to effectively tune the electromagnetic technological systems so that they utilize beneficial frequencies would create harmony with our bodies, emotions, and minds, and nature. Whereas currently, either inadvertently or by design, they may be causing harm. Another example is found in the pioneering research in plasma physics being done by the Sapphire Group, that's spelled S-A-F-I-R-E, the Sapphire Group, who base their research on the electric universe model of universal dynamics. In recent years, this group has built a working prototype of a plasma-based generator that not only can be used to generate electrical energy. To their surprise, they also found that it will remediate dangerous nuclear radiation. That is obviously a huge problem we have to address. And that it also transmutes the source elemental plasma into other rare elements, such as lithium, that can be used in industrial applications without having to harm the natural world to acquire them. And there is also a very new innovation in water irrigation for agriculture from a company called Upterra, U-P-T-E-R-R-A. Utilizing, again, plasma-based technology, Upterra is able to treat water directly in line with commercial scale agriculture irrigation systems to restore the harmonic integrity of the water's molecular structure, increasing bioavailability, and reducing crop water consumption by 30%. They also incorporate resonance-based vibrational biosignatures to imprint the water with nutritional health and other beneficial information signatures. And similarly, use biosignatures of pests and pathogens that are in the field and then remotely broadcast signals to keep them at bay. Their field studies have yielded a 30% reduction in the use of both fertilizers and pesticides, herbicides and fungicides. In the end, farmers can realize a gain of 10 to 15% in their crop yield while dramatically reducing their needed supply of water, fertilizers, and pesticides. There are numerous other examples of applying harmonic resonance principles to innovations in health and medicine, energy generation, agriculture, ecosystems restoration, and more. It is my opinion that any sincere inquiry into how to address the major critical challenges we are facing must include the knowledge that harmonic science brings, and the innovations that already exist in application of this knowledge that can and will course correct humanity's path forward into one that, by design, will establish stability, harmony, and coherence in our presently unstable, inharmonious, and decoherent world. Thriving is inherent in the way of the cosmos, not an illusion of wishful thinking. It is achievable because it is inherent. Our role is to recognize the patterns, processes, and principles upon which the greater field of reality we are in achieves it, and base our perceptions, beliefs, and actions upon them so as to come into alignment and harmony with the inherent dynamics of life thriving in the cosmos. One of the great pioneers of our contemporary understanding of harmonic science, who is a primary source for my study of it, is a man named Richard Merrick. And his book on the subject, called Interference, A Grand Scientific Musical Theory, is available for free PDF download at interferencetheory.com. I like to end with a quote from Merrick that says, "Only through the unconventional wisdom of harmonic science might society find its way back to coherence. As the only path capable of reconnecting ancient wisdom to modern rationalism, harmonic science can no longer be relegated to history's dustbin. It is at the dead center of the study of nature." So if you'd like to learn more about the foundations of harmonic science, I recommend Merrick's book, Interference, as well as my own book called Cosmometry, Exploring the Holofractal Nature of the Cosmos, which is found at cosmometry.com. And there is also a free online course in Nassim Haramein's Unified Physics Theory, which is a resonance-based theory, that can be found at resonancescience.org. And as Geraldine mentioned, I'm a faculty member of that academy. And lastly, for a broad view of the importance of harmonic science and the beneficial options it offers, I recommend watching the 2 Thrive films that I helped to co-create, both found at thriveon.com. We really, especially in Thrive 2, we really expand on the harmonic and resonance based nature of reality and the importance of basing our new technologies for energy generation, for health, for consciousness expansion on the principles of resonance based reality. So that is my presentation on harmonic science and the great transition. And we are certainly in the time where more than ever, as Lisa said, and as Audrey said, in the digital space, the need to bring ourselves into a harmonious relationship internally in our relationships and in the world is of the most critical importance. So thank you for allowing me the time to share these ideas with you today.
Absolutely, and great appreciation for bringing them, because as you've shared, there are actual solutions right now. And I really look forward to the panel discussion too, because I'm sure there are many questions that link all of the speakers together. And as you said, including harmonics, which can be from every level, as we said, from within, from the universe, there are solutions already present right now. So it's very exciting, very exciting. Much appreciated, Marshall, and look forward to the discussion after our